Top 15. First top of the Miss Universe 2025. Know the candidates. The universe prepares to shine in Thailand. We will take a first glance to the muses of the Miss Universe 2025 and a top 15 that lights the bets. Beauty pageant crown. Diamonds are forever, but queens. Queens are eternal. Hello, lovers of beauty and sophistication. Welcome once again to your favorite channel, Beauty Pageant Crown. Remember to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell and leave your comments. In addition, if they subscribe publicly, we will send you a personalized greeting in our next videos. Let's start. The cosmos of universal beauty has already put its eyes in a new destination, a place where tradition is intertwined with the modernity and warmth of its people is legendary. The 74th edition of the Miss Universe contest already has a date and headquarters, and the first Queen's constellations that will seek the desired crown have begun to be revealed. On November 21, 2025, the Impact Challenger Hall in Pak Kret, Nonthaburi, Thailand, will dress up to receive the most beautiful women on the planet. With preliminary events that will have as stages the paradisiac landscapes of Phuket and Pattaya, the Southeast Asian nation promises an unforgettable edition. As the clock progresses towards the final night, the firmament of candidates begins to populate with stars. Although many nations are still in the arduous process of selecting their representatives, a first wave of delegates has already been crowned, each carrier of unique beauty and history that promises to captivate the universe. In the universe of beauty competitions, predictions are part of the game and emotion. Experts, mixologists and fans already begin to weave their favorite lists, and initial hot picks that, although it is purely speculative at this point, gives us an idea of who are generating a greater impact since their choice. Based on the preliminary analysis of the already confirmed candidates, their scenic presence, their history and the fervor they awaken on social networks, we know the first candidates and our first top 15. Candidates. Top 15. The Poland candidate dazzles with a classic and sophisticated beauty, worthy of a portrait of modern high royalty. His skin is a radiant porcelain tone, with a light finish that enhances each of its features. His harmonious face presents gently marked cheekbones and a refined bone structure that gives him an ethereal air. The eyes, of a crystalline blue, hypnotize with a serene but powerful look, framed by long eyelashes that accentuate their depth. The harmony between his face, his dream mane and his haughty bearing creates an image of refined and magnetic beauty. A presence that not only loves, imposes. Top 14. Croatia's candidate radiates a classic diva beauty with a captivating mystery aura. His skin is a velvety cinnamon tone that shines under the light, while his features are delicately sculpted, perfectly arched eyebrows, almond-treated eyes that hypnotize with their intensity and voluptuous lips of ideal contour. His hair, of soft and silky waves, frames his face with cinematographic elegance. Its presence is magnetic, a combination of sophistication, power and natural charm that leaves breathless. Top 13. Zambia's candidate radiates strength, elegance and fire with each gesture. His ebony skin looks like velvet under the lights, while his face, of sculpted features and feline look, transmits absolute trust. His dark, long and polished hair frames an imposing scenic presence, almost from the warrior goddess. Walk with power, poses with grace, and dominates the space as if it belonged to it. Its beauty is a statement of modern empowerment and royalty. Top 12. With a presence that radiates magnetism, United Arab Emirates candidate is the personification of elegance. His face, with finely sculpted features, is framed by a sumptuous dark and undulating hair that falls in cascade. His gaze is the focal point of his beauty, big eyes, almond and a deep tone, accentuated to project a captivating and enigmatic intensity. His lips, full and perfectly defined, along with high cheekbones, give him an expression of trust and sophistication. It has an immediate impact beauty, with a light skin that looks like porcelain. His position and gesture reveal a powerful scenic presence. Top 11. Guinea is the incarnation of a radiant and charismatic beauty. His face lights with a spectacular, wide and genuine smile, which is his most captivating feature and reveals a vibrant personality full of light. His hair is a magnificent crown of defined and bulky curls that frames his factions with a natural and powerful grace. It has a skin of a deep and uniform tone that shines with a satin and healthy brightness. His eyes, vivacious and expressive, transmit warmth and joy. Its scenic presence is magnetic and full of charm. It does not project a distant beauty, but a serene and accessible trust that attracts immediately. Top 10. The Brazilian candidate is a carrier of a classic and timeless beauty. This candidate has a natural elegance that captivates instantly. His face has harmonious and delicate features, framed by a long, dark and lustrous hair that falls into soft and glamorous waves. His skin, of a light and luminous tone similar to porcelain, highlights the depth of its large dark eyes, which project a serene, intelligent and magnetic look. His lips are full and subtlety defined, complementing a beauty of great refinement. His figure is slender and stylized, with a posture that denotes grace and a great bearing. As for its scenic presence, it radiates an aura of sophistication and poise. Top 9. Iceland with an imposing beauty that evokes the frozen landscapes of her land, this candidate is the personification of an ice queen. His face, with angular and perfectly defined features, is framed by a spectacular blonde hair, combed in glamorous waves that fall with sumptuousness. His most hypnotic characteristic is his gaze. His eyes, of a crystalline and penetrating blue color, are feline and direct, capable of commanding attention with a magnetic force. It has high cheekbones and fleshy lips that give it an expression of power and sophistication. His skin is a perfect, clear and bright canvas, which enhances the impact of his exotic Nordic beauty. Its scenic presence is formidable and overwhelming. It projects unwavering confidence and an aura of absolute control. It is not a sweet beauty, but a powerful and bold beauty. Top 8. Angola's candidate radiates a shocking beauty and a magnetic scenic presence. His skin, a warm and glowing tone, frames large and expressive eyes that distill depth. His smile, genuine and bright, illuminates his face, revealing a perfect denture. The hair, a dark and bulky waterfall, adds a touch of sophistication. His figure, slender and harmonious, is perceived with innate elegance, which extends to each gesture. The upright position and confidence in his gaze endow her with an aura with grace and distinction, capturing attention with only her presence. Top 7. With a presence that radiates power and elegance, the candidate of Venezuela is the personification of sophistication. His face, of a captivating symmetry, presents high and defined cheekbones that sculpt an expression of royalty. The intensity of his deep and enigmatic gaze is framed by perfectly delineated eyebrows, capable of communicating with overwhelming force. His dark hair, collected with mastery, yields all the prominence to the impeccable line of his jaw and a long and stylized neck, worthy of a sovereign. On stage, its bearing is magnetic, it moves with an innate grace and a security that dominates the space, projecting a confidence that makes it the center of all eyes. It is, in essence, a vision of powerful and refined beauty. Top 6. Possessing an exotic grace and a beauty that loves, the candidate of Philippines projects a serene and powerful magnetism. His long and sumptuous brown hair, with soft waves, frames a face of delicate and harmonious factions. His eyes, dark and almond, have a captivating brightness, while their full lips draw a gesture of subtle confidence. His skin, a warm and bright tone, seems to radiate own light. The slender and curvilinear silhouette is presented with a supreme elegance, demonstrating an absolute domain of the pose. Its scenic presence is a deployment of femininity and poise, with just a turn and a look above the shoulder, he is able to tell a story of glamour and sophistication. It radiates a seductive calm, a classic and timeless beauty that enforces effortlessly. Top 5. Argentina is the incarnation of bold glamour and sophistication. His beauty, an almost feline magnetism, focuses on a light-colored penetrating look that radiates overwhelming confidence. The face, of defined angles and sculpted cheekbones, is framed by a sumptuous hair of golden waves that fall with studied elegance on his shoulder. His lips, full and perfectly delineated, next to a tan and bright-looking skin, complete the luxury picture. His scenic presence is formidable, posed with the poise of a film star from the golden age, projecting an aura of power and seduction. Each gesture is necessary and deliberate, a demonstration that he knows its beauty and uses it to master the scene with a hypnotic and elegant authority. Top 4. An exotic and high-impact beauty, the Curacao candidate has an electric and dominant scenic presence. Its most hypnotic feature is the dramatic contrast between its exuberant dark hair, which falls into luxurious waves, and surprisingly clear eyes that capture light and attention with a magnetic force. His face is a study of precise angles, with high cheekbones and a defined jaw that give him an expression of power and sophistication. His skin, a warm and uniform tone, looks radiant. On stage, it is a force of nature. His posture, with his hands firmly planted at the waist, denotes absolute control and a steel confidence. Project the image of a modern, bold and owner woman of an unforgettable beauty that is as intense as it is elegant. Top 3. Peru is possessing a captivating beauty, the candidate radiates an undeniable magnetism. His sculpted face, with harmonic and delicate factions, stands out for intensely clear eyes that hypnotize with a single look. His lips, perfectly delineated, project an elegant sensuality, while their skin, smooth and bright, emanates sophistication. The hair, long and undulating, falls gracefully on his shoulders, providing movement and power to his image. On stage, its presence is majestic, it dominates space with serene security and a look that imposes respect and admiration. Without a doubt, a figure that embodies luxury and modern royalty. Top 2. With a radiant aura that conquers the stage instantly, Portugal's candidate dazzles with her classic beauty and natural magnetism. His face, perfectly symmetrical, is framed by a dark and silky mane that enhances the intensity of his luminous smile. His eyes, big and expressive, reflect security and sweetness at the same time, while their haughty and elegant bearing imposes respect and admiration. Every step it takes is firm and majestic, radiating confidence, grace and feminine power. A scenic presence that does not go unnoticed, worthy of a modern queen. Top 1, imposing and avant-garde, the candidate of captive France with a feline and sculptural beauty. His angular and perfectly defined face projects strength and sophistication, while his intense gaze, accompanied by perfect lined lips, hypnotizes with pure magnetism. The bold cutting of his hair further highlights his modern and daring elegance. On stage, its presence is disruptive and powerful, marking territory with certainty and an attitude that challenges the conventional. A contemporary beauty icon with high fashion label. Its beauty transcends classic standards and becomes a declaration of power, style and authenticity. It has a cinematographic impact face, with defined features and a look that dominates the lens with fierce naturalness. Its elegance is not just aesthetics, it is attitude. It transmits security, intelligence and mastery of the stage effortlessly. Unlike other candidates, it radiates an avant-garde modernity aura that makes it unforgettable. Each gesture is art and motion. It is a 21st century muse, unique, disruptive and absolutely irresistible. It is important to emphasize that this is an early speculation exercise. The way to the crown of the Miss Universe 2025 as soon as it begins, and the firmament of beauty still has many stars to reveal. What is certain is that Thailand will witness a hard-time competition, where beauty, intelligence and purpose will join to crown a new universal sovereign. The world already hopes to meet the woman who will carry on her temple the most coveted jewel in the universe. Now give us your top, leave us your comments. A very special greeting for our new subscriber, Nigel Gideon. Thanks for joining this incredible community. It is a pleasure to have you here, and we hope you enjoy the content as much as we enjoy creating it for you. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Your support means everything to us, and together we continue to grow as a community. Do not forget to leave your comment, like this video and subscribe to not miss any of our updates. In addition, we invite you to follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok to always be up to date with our news, exclusive content and the latest developments in the world of glamour and beauty competitions. If you liked this video and want to help us continue creating incredible content, consider giving us or Super Grace as a sample of support for the channel. You are already a subscriber or not, your contribution will make a big difference so that we can continue to grow and offer you the best. Your super thanks inspires us to move on. Thank you for being part of this special community. See you in the next video. Until next. Bye. Beauty Pageant Crown, subscribe, comment, follow us on our networks and support us to continue growing.